There we go. All right, guys. So tonight, like, this is some more stuff that I've been taking away from the Josh Coates book. And I'm actually almost done reading it. I'm on I think there's like 9 chapters. I'm on chapter 8, and I'm like the second time reading it through. So, like, the second time reading it through, I'm like just taking in a lot more. I'm taking in a lot more notes to try to like teach lessons on what I'm learning instead of just like, taking like just putting all the quotes and stuff. Like, I'm trying to like, every chapter actually ends with coaching questions, which is really cool. I love, and it gets me to dig deep into myself and all that. So, we all start out, I believe, as a entrepreneur, which Sarah talked about on her story today as well. And she was like, I believe that I was a entrepreneur for like 2 years when she first started. And a entrepreneur is like, we dream of being an entrepreneur. Like, we're intrigued by the thought of doing something new, like where you can make your own schedule, you can determine your own success, no one else, and your own boss. Like, it's amazing. Like, like you dream of this, obviously. So, but without a doubt, the most successful entrepreneurs dream big, but entrepreneurs seem to have trouble converting the dreams into reality. And so, like, tonight, like, I'm just going to be like giving you guys like business tips, and like where like everything that like I'm going to be calling you out on is like, I was called out on this when I was reading through this, and I was like, dang, like I need to change up what I'm doing. Like, I need to like really take action with my business, like treat it like a business and not just a hobby. And so do things to grow your business and not just manage it. So, like, there's everything we do to manage our business, such as the graphics we make, the check-ins we do with the clients, and the communities we run, but you also have to do things to grow your business. So obviously, like, this is repetitive if you guys have been here for a while, but like, follow people and inviting and doing our follow-ups, like, that's how you grow your business. Like, that's what we're getting paid for. We don't get paid to do team calls. We don't get paid to run our fitness groups or make the graphics for everything. Like Sarah was talking about, she's like, I don't want to pay Raven to do my graphics because it's just like an extra thing in her like work or whatever. So it would just like, anyways, although those are very important to have a sustainable, successful business, like, you can't forget to do like the things that are actually going to grow your business and provide you the income that you want to see. And adding people into your community and or business and helping them see success. This changed your life because someone reached out to you, right? Sarah reached out to a lot of us. I reached out to Hannah and Brooke. Like, I'm not going to stop doing that because that's how I get more people in here and how I can mentor more people. And that's how I'm going to grow in my life and in my business, and how to like lead leaders is having more people come to my team. So I'm going to, just reach out to anybody I can, people that I relate to and people that I know. Like, literally, I've talked to like 7 girls that I work with about this business. And like, I was, I was telling Sarah about this the other day. It's super funny. So there was like 3 girls that were there, and I was talking about the business, and they were all saying they were wanting to do it. And I was like, okay, I was like, you want to do it? You want to do it? You want to do it? Who's going to say yes first? Like, don't be afraid to talk about this business. Like, it shouldn't be uncomfortable. You should be like passionate about it. And like, it's changing your life. So tell people about it. And a big tip I wanted to say was, don't overcomplicate inviting and following up. Don't over explain yourself. Make up a script in your own words that feels genuine to you, and use that every time you invite someone. Like, if it's in your own words, it's not a script. Like, that's you being genuine. You're reaching out to them about this opportunity and you want to see if they would like more info on it. So same with following up. Have about 2 genuine in your own word scripts, and you can use to follow up with if they're not responding. It'll make your business days much more organized and quicker, instead of just like trying to overcomplicate like what this business has to offer, because there's so much. Like, I mean, Sarah's still learning 5 years into this business. I'm still learning. We're all still learning. And that's why we do team calls every week, because you continue to learn more and more. And then, oh, this was a quote from Josh Coates. I can't just post every day on social media and expect that people will randomly message me and ask where they can pay. Sales is a numbers game. So unless you have 100,000 followers, you will almost never get messages from people wanting to give you money. And I just love how tough love he was like in this book, because like it just calls you out and it just like makes you want to like do better with this. So next thing is, don't just preach your message, live your message. And this is so important. Like at the beginning, like it's hard to get into this business. I mean, we want to be entrepreneurs, but we don't know like what to do. Like, like everybody's trying to figure out their own way of doing this business. But I don't, sorry, I kind of got off track there. Let me rephrase. You must model the work that you're asking others to do. You can't possibly multiply hard work into others if you're not working hard yourself. So this is like being proof of the product. Show up on your stories with your move of the day from the workouts that this platform offers. Like it's not hard to sell this. Like, and it shouldn't feel like you're selling, like you're like it's changing your life. So share those moves on your day. Like, and you're gonna want those because you're gonna transform and you're gonna be able to use that as a transformation as well. And so show up on your stories, drinking the shakes that taste delicious and provide so many vitamins and nutrients we go without. Like, I'm just trying to like give you guys like an example, like there's so much that this offers. So show up on your stories, drinking your pre-workout that helps you push through every workout. Like literally, I could not live without Energize. Like I live, breathe, die, Energize. So show up in your posts talking about the community of women that are helping you build a business through this, and you're looking for like-minded women. So every time before team call, I go on my story and I talk about like, what team call is going to be about and like how I would love for more people to do this with us and they can be on team call. Like I literally did that today. And if you realize you aren't showing up because you aren't doing the things, then do the damn things. Like just do them, because once you start to do them, it's just like starting a new job. Like we're all scared to start a new job. I mean, and you don't get everything perfect when you start. Like you don't know everything when you start a new job. So just do the things that your coach tells you to do, and you're going to see the results. If you want to build a business and mentor other women, you can't invite them to do this with you if you aren't doing it yourself. And then Josh quote said, ask yourself, are you truly living out what you preach? So like, are you on your stories saying, like, don't make excuses, like show up, like whatever. And then are you showing up in your workouts? Like the same thing with the business. Like if you want people to come into this business and you want to mentor them to coach, you have to make sure that you're doing the daily vitals, that you're doing the invites and follow-up so you can teach them to do it and make sure they're not making excuses. And lastly, take action. To build a business, we have to show up in the daily vitals so we can get other women to do this with us. And when you show up in this business, you do have the experience of this journey to talk more about it. When you're showing up and you're getting the results, like when I got like my trip to Mexico, like that's an experience. Like that's something I can talk about and get more people involved in this because I did this with my business. Every time I talk about how I've been able to pay for my products and have extra cash every like the first year, like that's something to talk about because I'm seeing stuff happening in my business. So the more you show up, you're going to experience more. So you're going to have more to talk about on your stories. You're going to have more to post about. And if I didn't show up, if I didn't send out invites or followed up with people, I wouldn't have earned the trip to Mexico. I wouldn't have a community of over 40 women. I wouldn't be mentoring coaches. And if I didn't show up, I wouldn't know what this business takes or what to improve on or change in my business. Like you have to keep going because that's how you continue to learn more. Like you're going to have funks and stuff, but don't let it stop you guys. Like I just like see so much potential in so many of you guys. And like, there's things that I know that we all need to be doing. Like literally, I mean, there's still things I need to work on. I don't make a post every day like I want to. Like that's something I need to work on. So like be real with yourself and like be like, this is what I need to work on. I need to do this and do it and show up in that way. You have to do the things so you can live the experience. Because if not, you're missing out on so much that this business has to offer. And this is the last thing I want to say. It's a quote from Josh Coates, and it says, if you want to lead others, you really need to take your performance seriously. I see way too many people wanting to teach things they have no proof of. I see people who have almost no following, very little engagement on their social media becoming social media coaches. They have some good ideas for what people should do with their social media, but they don't want to take the time to grow their own social media. So that's why I'm saying the invites, the follow-ups, like it's so important. And when you realize maybe you aren't doing the things and aren't showing up how you want to be or should be, don't get down on yourself. I mean, you're gonna feel guilty because I know I felt this way, and I know Sarah probably felt the same way. Like she felt guilty every time she didn't make a post. So then it would lead to 3 days of not posting. It would lead to a week of not posting, and then she'd have to start all over again. And don't feel guilty though. I want you guys to know, like in this book, he says that doesn't serve you. See it as a challenge to your purpose and potential to become better with each day, and see this as a challenge to fully embrace becoming the very best version of yourself. So don't feel guilty. Use it to push you. Use it to like light a fire under your butt and to do the things that are, necessity in this business to see success in it. And that's it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you go back a slide?
Oh, shoot.